I just want to point out before we start the actual podcast, there will be spoilers for Makazuki, Ichigo 100%, and Fuga in this podcast later on. You have been warned. If you don't want to hear those spoilers, then turn off the sound when they happen.
My name is Semi Pro Weeaboo, and I started a podcast with Kurai.
Okay.
Okay, it's not Semi. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that was not Simi, in case anyone wondered. But I am Kurai, by the way, but that was not Simi.
Mm-hmm. I'm Otaku Shepherd or Shep. I don't know. People call me Shep
I mean,
or Danny, but you don't mention my name.
yeah, the reason we call him Danny is because in the Skype calls, we have Chef and we had Shep, and it's really easy to confuse those two when you say their names.
Mm-hmm. But my name on Skype is Sniper Sharo version 210.
Well, I'm not calling you Sniper Shadow version 210,
Why not?
because that's too long. I'll just say Shep.
Fine. So we're gonna do a podcast and it's recording this time. So you can repeat the stuff you said before in the actual recording here.
Yeah, well, as I said before, when we were recording, or we thought we were recording, I'll have to apologize for three things. One, my mic is horrible. Two, we have never done this podcast business before, so it'll be terrible. And three, we are very sorry that we fucked up the first recording that we thought we were recording.
Well, it's mostly my fault because I had to press record.
Now, I think we'll both take the blame. Yeah, we'll be sitting here and talking for like, we don't know how long. We'll try 1 hour.
1 hour. That
Not
seems to
anymore.
be the minimum, what I think, anyways. Because the Kurai has no experience with podcasts.
But I have experience with saying random gibberish.
I mean, podcasts are mostly random gibberish.
Oh man, I'm in my element here then.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
I had a really funny comment of someone talking about podcasts, and they said it's just two guys talking, and the listener is basically just a stalker listening in on a conversation that two people are talking about.
So you're telling me that all of OT is stalkers?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I could definitely see it on someone like, Kamakuma. I could definitely see that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe it's not a good idea to insult the audience of this first possible episode by
Let's be honest here. Kuma, he would love to be called a romance stalker.
well, we've called people worse.
Not that I remember.
Well, I call you a scrub all the time. That's pretty worse.
Nah, that's not really worse when it's an actual fact.
You made your scrub.
Yes, because you won't shut up about it.
Well, yeah, because you are.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I wrote notes, very short notes of what we could talk about in our podcast
Oh boy.
because we're supposed to talk for like at least 1 hour, so we need some structure, I guess.
Yeah, well, what do you have? Like, what can we talk about? What did you write down in your amazing notes?
Like 4 words.
I took notes, guys. You can't see this, but I'm doing that stupid motion with my fingers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Took
Uh,
notes.
I guess we could talk about anime or manga because that's what we're into.
Well, yeah. It's not like you have Simi. What a shame, though. I really thought it was Simi at the start. So it's not like we won't be talking about lollies and stuff like that. I know there's a lot of people on OT who don't like that, apparently.
Yeah, it's the weird thing because everyone on OT thinks like the whole community is mostly lolly lovers, but there's only like semi and anime or sometimes, but he's just not going on OT anymore. So
I mean, that's Simi and David.
Yeah, Simeon, David, I mean Nanako or whatever, or Ayaya.
Nanako and Junes. I completely forgot he was named Nanako and Junes.
He's Ayaya and Junes, or at
Oh,
Junes.
he's Ayaya at Junes now.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't remember. I've grown so used to call him that, I think. But just call him Ayaya at Junes now, so people won't get confused.
Okay. Well, yeah,
But I mean,
he's called that.
yeah, but they're like the only lolicons, aren't they?
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I don't get where people get the misconception that it's mostly lolicons.
I mean, by this point, it's clearly the truth is that everyone is into Fate.
Well,
Yeah.
it seems like it's a Digimon thread recently.
Well, that's because the new Digimon game came out.
Yeah.
Just give it time. It's gonna be about Fate again. Just.
It's been about Fate for very long.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I prefer the Digimon myself. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Digimon.
Yeah?
But I mean, I'm also slightly at fault for the Fate thingy. Like, I was definitely one of those people who really hyped it up just when it came out, and
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think that it was gonna take over OT.
Well, nobody did, I think.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, OT. I don't think I'm solely at fault for it, but I definitely has a hand in it, and I'm very sorry for it.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like flavor of the month. Like they talk about Digimon, then they talk about Fate, and I don't know what's coming out next month. Like One Punch Man.
Persona? One Punch Man.
I just said something random, okay?
That's not even a game.
Oh, well, excuse me. Persona then.
Persona 5, that's coming out soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
No dual audio.
OT just talks about popular things, and it seems like at least most of the general of OT likes the same thing when it comes to games. At least a lot of people like the same thing.
Well, I'm guessing it's because they went to Siliconera because people had similar tastes of what they post.
I mean, I wouldn't know about that because I only go to OpenFreight or Siliconera. I heard that some people go on, what is it, Gematsu or something like that, but
Yeah. I mean, how did you come to OT?
dude, I think I was just looking at Siliconera, right?
Yeah.
And then at the, the side tab, all the comments are. There was a
Yeah.
comment on OpenFreight, and I was like, what is this OpenFreight business thing? So I
Yeah.
went to take a look, and then for like a month, I was just stalking OpenFreight.
Uh-huh.
That doesn't make me a stalker, by the way. It makes me a lurker. But yeah, I was just looking at OpenFreight for a month, and then like after a month, I decided to make a Discord account and then try and join in the conversations because you guys seem to like actually talk about anime games and anime and actually having an understanding of what the hell you were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Well, for the most part.
But aren't all lurkers stalkers technically?
Whoa, whoa, dude. Hold on there.
Yeah.
I would
Aren't
only
they?
I would only be a stalker if I was stalking a person. I was just lurking.
Well, you were stalking a bunch of people talking.
You make me sound like a creeper.
Well, technically everyone's the creeper because everyone is from OT who is listening. And me.
Oh, you got a point. Oh, yeah, okay, point taken. One
Yeah.
point to Shep, please.
What? How can I use this point? What is this point for?
I don't know. It's a point card system. You have to get like 10 points and then something will happen. I don't know what then.
Do I get a harem out of this?
Sure.
Yay.
A harem
I don't know.
of your choice, but only up to 5 girls.
Well, that's kind of hard. That's kind of hard.
Well, I'm saying up to 5 goals because then there's actually one for each day, and then the weekend is your relaxing time.
Oh, well, if it's the weekend, there'll be much more things happening than relaxing,
Oh,
if you know what
oh,
I mean.
oh, 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 oh,
Exactly.
I see.
Hmm. Well, I found OT similar to how you did, and I lurked on OT for a very long time before I actually made an account and started talking to people.
Oh,
Uh, I remember when I first made a post about it, saying hi and stuff. It was either Fang or another mod that greeted me, and I remember it, and they were very nice, and that's all I remember
that's all.
from joining OT.
That's all. Well, we now know that Fang is a nice person.
We always do that though. Fang is like the OT waifu.
Yeah, Fang is the OT waifu. If he's not the OT waifu, he'll be like the OT Big Brother or something like that. Like always watching everyone and being a nice guy.
He did win the OT waifu tournament thing
You had a
long time ago.
you had a thing like that.
Oh yeah. Don't you remember where I did like a voting tournament who where people voted just like the regular waifu wars where people voted on the OT people on the best waifu and I drew uh Guts Hestia at the end because it was Fang.
Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't think I actually had joined at that time.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that happened, and Fang won. Fang was pretty
Yeah.
popular. Yeah.
I mean, I wish
VC almost won that one, actually.
I wish I could see when my first comment on OT was, but like, I don't really know how.
Yeah. I don't know how either.
It would take like ages to go through all the comments. But no. Enough about me. Let's talk about you.
About me?
Me.
I mean, I mean,
Yes,
I do.
the burning question everyone want to know. How did you become Semi-Simoto?
Actually, I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember why I became Mizumoto.
Oh my god.
It's been a long time.
Oh my god, that's a good one. I don't remember. Oh,
Well, I can't remember everything.
I mean, I have a terrible memory too, but I mean, if if you call him your Oni-sama or Oni-chan, or I don't know what you call him, but when he calls you Hishimoto, I would presume you at least will remember it. It's like if I ask Chef, when did you become his bride?
I don't know if Chef remembers. He might not know.
Guys,
I don't know.
horrible to see.
Well, I have to be mean to him as his motto.
I guess that's true, but still, that still seems horrible.
Well, I mean, I'm a tsundere.
Oh yeah, I guess. I mean, that makes sense then.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. Uh, I don't know what to say now.
I mean, I know what we can do. I think we should talk about stuff. So you know what we should talk about? Let's talk about our conflicting opinions on dub.
Yeah, that's in my notes. It says dubs. So,
I'm
this is gonna be a very controversial episode already from the first episode. Then people will stop watching us because we have,
shit,
I don't know.
shit taste or stuff like that.
I guess so. I guess so.
I mean,
So,
I mean, I'm
what
not.
do you think about dubs?
I mean, it really depends on the anime on the show because
Hmm.
I am one of those rare people in the world who actually watch and can enjoy a dub.
Uh-huh. So, what's like your favorite kind of dub shows?
Honestly, I think the dub that is best to dub is gotta be comedy shows, just because that's more forgiving when you dub them,
Uh-huh.
because there's less room for fuck ups when you dub them, because even if one person doesn't do a really that good job, or his voice is kind of weird, it's still okay because it's a comedy show.
Mm-hmm. I feel like dubs really work well with comedy-ish stuff.
I think dubs works best with comedy stuff like let's see, I'm probably gonna trigger someone who didn't like it, but the Defrags had a pretty good comedy dub cast, and Good Luck Girl, which is Bimbo Gamiga, for the
Mm-hmm.
people who don't know. Bimbo Gamiga had
Oh,
a really good dub, if you ask me.
well, so is only comedy shows like what good dubs are good for?
I mean, for the most part, comedy shows just sounds like they get off better with the dubs. There are a few dubs, like Full Metal Alchemist did a really good job with
Mm-hmm.
the dub, like definitely good. I mean, Dragon Ball. I mean, well, Dragon Ball.
Dragon Ball?
Yeah, I mean, Dragon Ball is probably just more of a you gotten used to it because you watched it in dub as a child. So now in Japanese, it's kind of weird. You get
I think it's just Goku.
yeah,
I I think it's just Japanese Goku that's kind of weird too.
yeah, that and I mean, what else? I think I mean now
I,
that
I
you're
mean,
putting me on a spot for dubs, I think that was good. It's kind of hard to remember them.
because there probably aren't a lot.
Yeah, because it's like I mean, Cowboy Bebop was definitely a good dub, right? But
Oh yeah.
that's just like an old one. I mean, that was good, Cowboy Bebop, but like trying to remember good dubs, man. I mean, shit.
People really seem to like the Space Dandy dub.
Yeah, I think Space Dandy dub was a pretty good one too. But Space Dandy is also a comedy, so that goes back to the thing that I think comedy shows is harder to fuck up as a dub.
Yeah,
Although,
yeah.
although Skull Rumble was definitely a hit and miss because it's like the main character, whatever his name was, right now I don't remember.
Yeah.
I think he had a good voice in the dub, but there was a lot of other characters that was definitely something to desire in the dub.
Yeah. I've watched that half of it of the School Rumble dub. Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, could be better. Let's see what else. I think I didn't mind. I believe Chrono Crusade had a dub, if I
The
remember
what?
correct. Chrono Crusade, or did it not? I don't remember.
I'm not aware of that title.
Really? Wow, wow. You don't know
Chro
Chrono Crusade?
no.
Really?
Chrono Crusade? It doesn't ring a bell.
Dude, what the hell? You know, I'm gonna have to introduce you to that later. Back to the dubs.
Okay.
Let's talk about that a little later. I'm back to the dubs now. Right. Um, I think that was it called. Pantheon Stocking had a pretty decent dub also, but once again, that's pure comedy, so you know.
It seems like the the dubs that people really like, it seems like those kind of series are like really audience towards like the Western audience,
Yeah,
if that makes any sense.
I mean most dubs that's real like you said, most geared towards a Western audience. When they get dubbed, they usually get a really good dub, like Pantheon Stocking, Space Dandy. I mean, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood was also kind of Western thingy, so that was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I haven't heard any of those dubs, so I'm taking your word for it.
I kind of enjoyed the Soul Eater dub a little, but I did not enjoy the Soul Eater anime.
Uh, really? Why not?
Soul Eater anime was okay in the beginning, but it's one of those things that they started the anime before the manga finished, and compared to other shows that steered off from the manga, Soul Eater was something to desire to be a little better.
Uh, well, I only watched like a few episodes as a kid, so
Yeah. Another thing that I think actually was a okay dub would be Danganronpa, the game. I'm not too sure about the anime though, because well, the anime changed the whole dub cast for some reason.
that's kind of weird.
Yeah, right. You would
I'm
think
sure.
that they will get the people from the game to do the anime, but no.
I mean, I feel like inc the inconsistent, ugh, can't speak. The inconsistency with the dub cast is not an uncommon thing,
Yeah.
which kind of irritates me because I expect them to like at least keep the same people in line to voice the same characters.
Yeah.
Like you wouldn't hear that in like a Japanese acting series.
Yeah, I mean, but there's also Japanese voice acting and American voice acting. That's like a huge different way how the market and the works between Japanese and American after all.
Yeah, like the whole industry is a lot different, but
Yeah,
it's just a pet peeve, I guess, because it feels like they're I don't know how to say this.
I mean, it is
It's just weird.
it's a difference that I say this, like I say a lot. It's like dub voice acting. Like voice acting in dub is like you still need to do your job correctly, but it's not like in the Japanese thing because I read a comment about this once for outtakes and audio commentary. It's like when you watch an audio commentary from American voice actors or dub voice actors, their way of making the commentary on other stuff like that on the episode is more of them just like digging around or just having fun or talking because that's kind of how it is. But the Japanese ones, they're more serious because voice acting in Japan is, well, I mean, I'm no expert on this, but as far as I can tell, voice acting in Japan is hilariously, insanely serious.
Yeah,
I mean, you're a voice actor and you have just as much fame as an idol.
yeah. And their their industry is much more competitive than the English voice acting scene, which I feel like the caliber of voice acting is much greater, and it's just funny for people to kind of ignore that sometimes.
Yeah. It's like, don't get me wrong, I can enjoy some dub anime, but the problem I have with dub anime is because, like, sometimes the voice actors I feel like just ain't doing that fantastic a job at portraying a character just because of it. They don't. I mean, they still have to do the job, but they don't.
Yeah.
But it's not like as insanely much of doing your job as it is in Japan.
Hmm.
So it might be a little more, slipping than compared to Japanese voice actors. And it's like I'm sure that those voice actors. It's not like I think the voice actors are bad. I'm sure that those voice actors are like amazing and cool people, or like they can actually do a good job. It's just like a lot of times they seem to like fall off.
Yeah.
I mean, look, one of my friends met the voice actor for Shinji from Evangelion, right?
Hmm.
And I mean, that guy is a super chill guy as far as I heard. Like Spike Spencer is a super chill guy. And I remember that he told me they were basically having this interview thingy, and someone asked Spike Spencer if Shinji needed a hug, and Spike Spencer just like responded to the person with that Shinji needs way more than a hug. Like, I mean, like I said, like these voice actors, even though that maybe they're doing a kind of poor job on some voices, doesn't make them bad people. It just like means that it was maybe a miscast, or it was a bad day, or just like I'm sure they can still do a good job.
Hmm.
It's like don't hate the voice actor just because I mean they're doing what they can, right?
Hmm. Well, I do have like a story about that. I remember reading like an interview article with some voice actor. I don't remember his name. I'm sorry, but I remember reading it, and he was asked like why did he become a voice actor? And he said something along the lines of that he watched dubbed animes as a kid, and it was a reason why he was, like his entry into anime and stuff. Then he watched stuff later, and he obviously preferred the Japanese voice acting over the English. And people wondered why he became a voice actor um, for the English industry, anyways. And then he answered that he wanted people to like discover anime, even if it's through dubs, um, like get into anime as he did. Um, and that's why he became an English voice actor for anime. I don't remember his name, unfortunately, but it's kind of also the same reason I got into anime. I watched Inuyasha, that was my first anime, and I watched it dubbed and subbed both. And I couldn't tell the difference at the time, but obviously did at like watching a lot of it. And then after Inuyasha, I just stuck with the original voice acting.
People also seem to forget that when something gets dubbed for by Funimation or licensed for a dub, it seems like people forget that you can actually just switch the audio track to the Japanese. You are not forced to watch the English dub.
Yeah, totally.
And it's like people seem to forget that a lot of times.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have no problem supporting like official stuff if it has like the Japanese voices.
Yeah,
Although some series don't do that apparently.
yeah.
Just like have only dub.
I mean, most series nowadays though definitely have dual audio.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. They're being fair to both sides, I guess.
Yeah. Like
I mean,
I don't think I can name one nowadays that don't have dual audio. It's like everything has dual audio.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's better than having people mad at you for not having a dual,
Yeah,
having like their le language of preference for voice acting, I guess.
I see.
Um, I mean, yeah, do you want to ask how I feel about dubs?
Nah, man.
Yeah, it's just so about you and your dub watching.
Oh man, I'm sure that you love dubs, right?
Oh yeah, I watch them every day.
Watch dub every day.
I mean, I do like some dubs. Not mostly from anime. I do, I do like Inuyasha dub just because I have nostalgia for it, and
Oh
I don't
man,
know, I find it okay.
who doesn't love that good or I want to change the world? Keep. Yeah, that opening would be stuck in my head for I think the rest of my life. I'm sorry. It's just good.
Oh yeah, I do remember the first time I discovered it. It was not at my house, but at another person's house, and their TV was on, and I heard that opening,
Oh my god,
and
it's so good.
later I started watching it just because of that moment where I heard the opening. I want to change the world.
Dude, I want to change the world. It's like it's such an iconic opening. It's not even funny.
Yeah,
Like
I like the Inuyasha songs.
how can you
Yeah.
ever forget that? How can you ever forget the just the amazing ham of I want to change the world?
Well, I didn't because I still remember it.
Yeah, I mean anyone who've heard that song will like end up remembering it.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if you're into Inuyasha, I guess.
No, I mean, even if you're not, I mean, you still remember the song for being silly. It's kind of like how I remember Carmen dancing and stuff, even though I want to forget about it and it won't get out of my head.
I mean, I still remember it because I still listen to those Nico Nico Doga melodies.
Oh god.
Yeah, yeah. As of recently, I was listening to it a lot, and I like the new one. I forget what it's called. Nico something. Let me look it up.
Nico. Have you seen that guy who has a whole channel filled of Nico videos?
There's a lot of those.
Yeah, but there's a channel that has like a bunch of those things. Only I don't remember the name of it right now. I think he was called something like NND Animations or something like that.
I don't know. I may have seen it. I don't know.
He's usually the guy with like all of those Kumikyo Kumikyoku NND is his name. He has like a bunch of those
Oh yeah.
Betty things.
Yeah. The one I like recently that I've been listening to a lot is Nico Ride, I think. And like I've listened to a lot of the new ones that people make, and it's good. Like the good ones are good, except most of them have Let It Go from Frozen, and just like, can you not include that in your melody, please?
I mean, honestly, when it came to Frozen, I don't think I didn't mind Frozen that much. I just don't like how it got hyped up so much. Like, it's like, okay, guys, it's good, but it was not like the second coming of Christ good. Like, holy shit.
Well, I can kind of understand because it was like another princess movie that we haven't seen in ages, and it was kind of original, I guess,
I mean,
even though,
what about that? I think that honest thriller for Frozen kind of got it right. Like, it's the first time in a long time that Disney finally made a good musical again.
oh yeah, and the songs are good and it's iconic.
Yeah,
Let It Go.
I believe it was not made by Pixar too. So it's like for once Disney finally managed to make a movie again that's just as good as Pixar movies and also actually had good music again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's just iconic, and it just got a little,
To
got a
overall.
lot of little kids to like it, a lot of little girls,
Yeah. I mean,
and
I don't think it's anything bad that those children like that thing. I can appreciate that Disney made a thing that is very family friendly and actually has amazingly okay songs. I just didn't like having to listen to Let It Go like over and over and over.
I also don't like the inclusion of Let It Go in my anime songs.
I mean,
I want anime songs.
yeah, and that's like it's not like I think Let It Go was bad. On I actually Let It Go in Japanese sounds hilarious. It sounds actually okay while still hilarious. But it's like I was expecting anime songs.
Yeah, yeah. Just so many melodies use Let It Go, and it's just no.
It's just like we have all these anime melodies, and then suddenly out of nowhere it's like Let It Go, and it's like okay. I mean, I guess it's a nice tune, but still, it still seems out of place.
Yeah. So the recent one I liked doesn't have Let It Go, and it has songs that I would listen to. Maybe. I haven't heard all of these songs, but whatever.
Oh god.
Yeah. Yeah. It's nice. It's one of the better remixed ones, I think. That doesn't have Let It Go.
That doesn't have to go. I mean, let it go. I mean, Frozen. My bad. let, let it go. The musical sold way better than Spirited Away in Japan, for example. And I mean, Spirited Away had been at the top of the charts for like what 8 years.
Yeah, I mean Japan really likes Frozen, so enjoy that Kingdom Hearts Frozen level.
Yeah, I don't really understand why they like Frozen so much. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think Frozen was an okay movie, but I'm like, what is it about Frozen that makes the Japanese love it so much?
I don't know. They're total Westaboos now.
Oh, just like how we're total weebos in America,
Yeah.
it goes full circle.
I remember reading an article about how the Japanese people were mad that they for like their it was some kind of Marvel movie. Maybe it was Avengers or something, and they were mad that they didn't get like um they didn't get like professional voice actors to do like their movie, and they got just normal voice actors, and they were mad. They were like really mad over Avengers movie or something. I don't know if it was actually Avengers.
I mean, wasn't the Harry Potter kind of popular over in Japan too? Now I think about it.
I don't know. Like a lot of Western stuff is kind of famous there.
Yeah, like Pacific Rim.
Oh, was
Oh.
well, I can kind of understand that because that was Japanese influence.
Uh,
And Rocket Punch instead of Elbow Punch.
I don't know
Just
why.
great.
I don't know why they subbed that as elbow punch. Why did they sub that as elbow punch? Like, someone please explain that to me.
Because I guess they said Elbow Punch in the original English voice acting. But
That's not an elbow punch, though.
yeah, it's totally a Rocket Punch.
I mean, okay. Let's be real here. We saw he was readying the arm, he was readying the punch, and he punched it with his fucking fist, not his elbow.
Yeah. Well, I guess he used his elbow like to like load in his punch muscles or something. Look like.
I feel like we shouldn't be so upset about it. We should just accept it and then just be like, wow, that was cool. Instead of being like, why is it called this instead of this?
I have a Frozen story that happened today. I was at the dollar store just getting a drink, and then I saw the Frozen sticker set, and I wanted to buy it.
Oh, yeah. Why did you buy it?
I don't know. It was just like $1.
Yeah.
I was at the dollar store.
It's like, it's $1. Why wouldn't you buy it? You could send it to a semi-pro Weibo.
That was great.
You know, I remember you got a bunch of voice clips that me and Dios made. Have you actually gotten any further with that video?
Well, just a little bit. just the clip of you screaming.
Just a clip of me screaming.
It's gonna be put to use. Boink gave me all his semi recordings too that Semi gave at some time.
Oh boy.
So Semi's gonna be featured.
I mean, Semi is always featured. I mean, okay, just a shout out here, guys. If anyone listening to this podcast is still listening, you should go watch Off Topic's video of Semi reviewing stuff. Those reviews are just top notch.
I agree, and they're totally Semi.
Like, his Chaika review actually made me want to watch Chaika, even though I have already watched it. I watched it again.
That's good. That's good.
On his Yuyoshiki
Everyone
one,
go right.
his Yuyoshiki one did not make me want to watch Yuyoshiki, because by the time I watched his review, I have actually just finished watching it, and I felt kind of silly watching it again. Straight up, then.
That's good.
We definitely need to get Simi to review something else, but I'm not too sure what show would be good.
Yeah, I'm always thinking.
Like, what show would be really good for him to review? Like,
I don't know. It has to be really something funny.
Yeah, it has to be something that Simi would totally want to review. Like, what silly shows? Oh, I know. What about Umaru?
I guess so. I mean, what would Semi say though?
I mean, we'll have to ask Simi that.
Yeah, totally.
We'll just like, I mean, what we're doing is we are finding the clips and we are editing his voice into the video. Like, Simi is the one who writes the review, so I mean, we have to like think of something, and that's why, like, you know, we have to think of something he won't review. I mean, as much as I want him to review Attack on Titan, Simi would never do that.
Well, maybe I could ease him into it.
Yeah. It's like, I mean, can you imagine Simi reviewing One Punch Man? Come on, man.
Oh God, that would be good. Or Sword Art Online. That's his favorite anime, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, Sword Art Online. I mean, have you ever seen his Sword Art Online memes? They're so good.
Yeah, exactly. I still remember the time when Semi was scared. I was
I remember
or
the
no,
time.
I was Kirito and he was outside.
I remember the time when you guys just started spamming OT with SAO memes. Just only
Yeah, yeah,
SAO
that's what I
memes.
was talking about.
It was just oh. Macy came like JTO came on like the forum was like apologizing because she was like, this is my fault. Like it was so good.
Oh
But
God.
what else did you write down in your notes, by the way? I mean, you wrote down 4 things, so clearly there must be more.
Oh yeah, yeah. The second stuff is harem stuff.
Harem.
Yeah, harem stuff. Because that's my expertise.
Yeah, that's definitely something you watch a lot. I mean, I watch everything. I watch everything. Well, maybe except for horror. I don't like horror, but normally I watch everything. Is
Well, yeah.
the problem with harems I have though is like a lot of time with harems, the main character is generic, stupid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
Like look at To Love Ru, the with Rito. He's
Yeah.
he's kind of bad. Ichigo from Infinite Stratos is just dense, I think.
Uh, More than that.
Uh, what is the densest material in the world?
Ichika.
Exactly. the
Yeah, totally.
the most dense material on the earth is Ichigo. I'm sorry. It is. It's like okay, people make fun of how bad Rito was, but fucking Ichigo, man.
Oh God. I mean, yeah.
Like
He's pretty bad.
he's just he's bad in the terms of being dense. I was like,
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest problem with Stratos. That's just that Ichigo is really, yeah,
Ah, I mean, yeah.
yeah, he's not good.
Oh yeah. So I like harem.
Yeah.
If you didn't know.
What's one of your favorite harems? Do you know, like at the top of the head, what harem do you like really a lot?
I like a lot, dude. I like a lot.
See, so you can't say your most favorite harem. I guess that's
Like it's hard to give like a total favorite, like my most favorite I can
well.
like I can do with like my top anime list.
What about an harem anime you watched recently that you really enjoyed? What one was that then?
That's also hard because like I enjoyed a lot of harem stuff, but like what is a favorite of mine?
Well, jeez, and just tell me what harem anime you watched recently.
Oh, I can say that much. I watched the I don't remember the names now.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'll tell some of my favorite, just like
Yeah.
in general, what my favorite harem animes are. One is Origaru. Um, I like that one.
Uh-huh.
Uh, but I don't think that's really for like the harem aspect. I like that because the writing was good.
Yes.
Uh, I like Saikano. That's one of my favorites. That's like what I talk about a lot. Um, I like what's the other one called? Orishura. I
Oh,
like that one.
sure. What about
Orishura.
clearly Hakanai is also good, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. It has Kobaru in it. That's nice.
Yeah, yeah. Wait, I thought you wanted a lolicon.
Ah, what? Well, I like lolly sometimes.
Ah, okay.
I show equality.
I see sometimes. Mm-hmm. Did you
Mhm.
know that Hakanai, back to that thing, actually has a dub?
Yeah, I know about that. I won't watch it, obviously, but
Oh, so sad.
I'm aware of it. I don't know. How can I? I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites, but I like it.
It's I think.
Uh, I like Kitsetsu no Hanayome. That's a childhood favorite.
Oh boy, that's pretty good
Yeah,
one, yeah.
yeah, I like that one. It was pretty satisfying. Also like Strike the Blood. That's a harem. Uh, I wanted to say, um, for people who have seen my top 25 anime list, it's not like I feel like my choices are really unpopular. Like you would see some of the choices that I put, and Strike the Blood is one of them because it gets compared a lot to Index,
Oh yeah,
and
that's true.
people prefer Index over Strike the Blood, and people don't really have a good opinion of Strike the Blood. It also goes for Mao Yusha, and that gets compared a lot to Spice and Wolf. And I know these series are have like similar vibes to the original counterpart, but I don't know. I like those Strike the Blood and Mao Yusha a lot. Uh, I think a lot of it has to do because it's really cheesy, and I like cheesy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Spice
Mao
and Wolf,
Yusha.
and yeah,
Man, Mao Yusha only had like 8 volumes of the light novel, if I remember correct.
do they?
Yeah.
I want a second season though.
It has a shit ton of different mangas though. Like holy crap, bro.
I haven't read mangas.
You don't remember what? So you're a liar. You read Magasuki recently.
Yeah. I've been reading some mangas recently. One we are gonna talk about is Magatsuki. Um, yeah, but
Magasuki.
I'm not finished talking about harem stuff
I know, but
for this podcast.
I just wanted to mention that you do read manga.
um, I don't know if I would call some of them mangas because they obviously go over the lewd limit that it's just like a doujin series on.
No. If that's the case,
Not
then To Love Ru would be a doujin.
yeah, but this shows actual sex,
What?
not Magatsuki. Not Magatsuki, but another.
Is it a Korean manga? Because if it's that, then I can see that.
One is a Korean manhwa, and it has a lot of sex in it. Like after the first few chapters, there's constant
Yeah.
sex every chapter.
But don't forget, Danny, that there is a genre in manga called smut, which is basically those loot thing.
Uh, Smut.
SMUT. Yeah, it's a tag apparently,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
which is basically what I see for most of those things that is not classified hentai, but still classified, but still borderlines on it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. But
sex.
clearly mangas have made an improvement while I was gone, and I did read one manga where the Shota is like a coach, and he bangs all the volleyball members, older women, and it's nice. It's nice, you know.
Sounds
He
like
still haven't. He still haven't banged the moto yet, which is sad.
oh, sounds
But
terrible.
that's like the whole plot line because they can't emit feelings for each other, and I'm hearing my voice.
Well, that's too bad. You hear your voice. Hear your own beautiful, sexy voice.
I don't like hearing my voice.
Well, no one likes hearing that voice. That's a fact.
But I'm gonna have to listen to this later and like edit it, and it's gonna be painful.
Yeah, that's well. I mean, that's the curse of editing things. I mean, just start liking your voice already, dude.
I can't. Nobody can like this voice.
Uh,
uh, how long have you think I've been in this LPing business for? I have to listen to it. The whole editing process.
LPing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, we won't talk about Let's Playing this podcast. I mean,
let's play.
that's not a topic for another day.
I don't think any one of us do let's plays. So
Let's Plays?
let's plays.
Let's
Sekirai.
Plays.
Let's play Sekirai. Oh wait, no, that's an anime, so that'll be Let's Watch.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh,
I like that.
yeah, I definitely like that one too.
Yeah,
What I don't like is that the dual audio file I downloaded feels like 30 gigabytes.
that's fine. That's fine.
I think World God Only Knows was decent too.
Oh, I love the manga. I like the anime a little bit.
Yeah,
I only watched one season of that though for the anime.
only one season.
Yeah, and I haven't seen the manga ending either.
Oh,
Seems really controversial, and I don't want to read it. I'm not ready. My heart isn't ready.
my heart ain't ready. You gotta steal your heart, man. You gotta get a heart of steel. You gotta get a
Oh,
heart
another one
that's
I
full
like.
metal. Oh god.
An- Another one I like is Negima. I like that one.
Well, yeah, Nijima was really good.
Yeah, I watched both animes, read all the manga and the spin-offs. So
Have you actually, speaking of Nijima, have you actually seen the new one he's made? UQ Holder.
I haven't seen that one because I'm out of desire to watch Negima stuff anymore.
Oh,
But it seems more actiony. I don't know if it's actually actiony, but
no, it's definitely more actiony, kind of like how he went from Nijima to be just harem comedy thing to become actiony, and now he's kind of sticking to that.
yeah, because I really think his actiony stuff were very good, and that's kind of the reason why I like Negima
Yeah, you,
later in the manga
yeah,
is because of the action parts.
UQ Holder is not bad. It's just like weird knowing that this character is basically Evangeline from Nijima, and
Yeah,
she's now showing up as a grown up woman. I think that's because of magic though, but it's still like weird that you have to get used to that. So
yeah, I think know about that
I think
because I've
even
seen.
I think even Mana made a cameo in the thing too.
Hmm.
The freaking Classpress is even there, like with her granddaughter or something like that.
Hmm. Well, yeah, I haven't read that. Maybe one day. Um,
Love Hina.
yeah,
We gotta be like Fang, 90s kid.
I haven't. That's the thing because like I say that my favorite genre is harem, which no one ever says except me in the world. It's true though. No one says it.
That's true.
So meaning I'm the best expert at harem stuff, but I haven't watched Love Hina. I've watched like the first episode as a kid, but I didn't watch it.
Love Hina's anime on manga is different anyways. I know. I have every volume of the manga
Hmm.
in my room.
Yeah. Yeah. I will watch it one day though, because yeah.
It's not that horrible, I think. I definitely prefer the manga, but I did
Mm-hmm.
like one thing about the show, which I won't mention because that'll be a spoiler. So
Uh, well, I remember I did play like this crappy Flash game based off of a Love Hina.
we don't talk about that dating sim game. Everyone played that game.
That's all I remember of Love Hina.
Everyone who was at the internet at that time was Newgrounds playing Love Hina dating sim.
I remember I played this other dating crappy Flash dating sim. I
Galaxy,
played a that played a lot that was similar to that, and I don't
Galaxy
remember what it
dating
is.
sim,
What?
Galaxy Angel dating sim.
Oh yeah, that one. I think I watched like the anime a little bit and then I stopped and I don't even know what the name was and I forgot and I couldn't watch
Crappy
it.
dating sim game from back then. You see, that is Ganku Girl, Sim Girl, Love Hina dating sim, and Galaxy Angel dating sim game.
Yeah.
That is the
Oh.
4 dating sim games everyone has at least tried once.
But it's funny because I never beat those games like to any extent.
Really?
Yeah, I never beat those games.
I beat them all.
I only play like the beginning and restart.
I just admitted this in the podcast. I beat all of those games completely.
It's fine. I mean, there's nothing to be ashamed of.
I'm really hardcore like that, you know.
Hmm. Well, I used to cheat in the Angel one, and that like gives you 99 over everything or something. I don't remember. And that's I play like that.
Oh, I'm so disappointed in you now.
Well, I didn't know how to do things back then. I was a kid.
That's true, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, if you think I'm bad at games now, I'm bad at games as a kid. It's horrible. It is.
Oh, so
Uh,
Danny, this is not a harem, but what is your opinion on slice of life?
why are you bringing stuff? Are you trying to trigger certain people here?
I'm trying to trigger. I'm totally trying to trigger a semi-pro Weibo.
Okay. Well, 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 it seems like slice of life is kind of split into two genres, like the moe slice of life with Yuri and stuff,
Oh yeah, and then
and
actual slice of life.
yeah,
Like,
actual slice of life. That's gonna trigger us.
I'm sorry, but Moe slice. It might just be Moe slice of life, but I won't call it slice of life. I'll just call that Moe.
Yeah, it's just I've been thinking about it today, and
It's like if I'm
what?
gonna take something like slice of life, like the show I keep on wanting Fang to watch, but he won't watch it yet. That makes me sad. But yeah, anyways, if I something like Shogamachi no Dandelion, that's a slice of life anime, and then compared to
Mhm.
something like Non Non Birui, it's like they're both slice of life technically, but one of them is this moe thing filled with lollies and stuff like that. And I mean, I guess that's not bad because moe can be moe sometimes, but at the same time, it's like, eh,
I mean, not on Biore isn't so bad. I mean,
no.
like a better example would be is Dora Dora Rabbit. I mean, that's pretty moe-ish.
I mean,
I don't
it's this Order of Rabbit is definitely filled with Moe, and it's like,
know.
I mean, I kind of enjoyed this Order of Rabbit, but it was also like really Moe-ish, and if you don't like Moe, that's like super Moe, then you're not gonna like that show.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I have no problem with slice of life shows. But it's that it's hard to talk about it because it's like it feels different talking about like just like a slice of life show like Silver Spoon, which doesn't have moe-ish girls, than talking about something like Isidore Rabbit because like they're both slice of life technically, but they're
But it's
like it's not the
somewhat
same
different.
thing. Like I want some like word to like clarify it because I just like classify all of these as Yuri, but some people might disagree with me on that.
Yeah, but it's like, I mean, I like Slice of Life. No, I super love Slice of Life. But that's not the Moe ones I like. I like Slice of Life. I mean, someone's gonna get triggered by this, but I like
Oh
Slice of
yeah.
Life.
Well, I don't mean to like offend the moe genre. I do like some of them.
No, I don't
I
mean
like
to.
Yushiki.
I don't mean to offend the Moe genre too. But is Yushiki really Moe? Is that like small girls doing things?
Yeah, but it's still like
I
moe-ish.
guess so.
Still that kind of genre.
I guess.
I don't know. If it has all girls, then it's usually the moe slice of life genre. It's hard to kind of separate that,
Oh
I
yeah.
think.
But please, we all know though that the best anime is One Punch Man. Now I'm just gonna go shoot myself for that.
Yeah, you should do that. Uh, I mean, I like the manga, you know.
You know what I like? One Punch Man. I like the original One Punch Man manga, the one with the shitty art. I mean, okay, in all honesty, that was like kind of interesting, but
I mean, the purpose the purpose of the redrawn art is because the original was that good. But I mean, his writing was good.
his writing was good. It's just the that art is like. Umineko and Higurashi art right there. Soon.
Yeah,
Oh god.
I guess it kind of fits because it's a very humorous series. So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Saitama. The only thing I don't like about One Punch Man is all those stupid Can Saitama beat X flank.
yeah.
It's like some of those are just stupid.
I mean, the main issue I have with it is because it's so mainstream and people hype it up so
Yeah.
much, and
Let's take. Dude,
like,
I got it. Let's do this. Let's take the two most mainstream hyped animes ever. Okay, you ready for this? Saitama versus Gurren Lagann. Bam!
yeah. Wait, Gurren Lagann is a character because he's a Saitama versus someone, and that someone is Gurren Lagann. I don't know any of the characters' names in Gurren Lagann. I haven't seen it.
Honestly, I don't. I want to say you're not missing too much in the whole not watch Gurren Lagann thing.
Oh yeah. Well, I will watch it one day because I listened to one of the soundtracks on it, and it's nice. And heard the opening song inside Kano. Then I found out it was from. It's just the cover of Gurren Lagann's opening,
Are you talking
and
about
but I liked it.
Sorairo Days?
Yeah, sorry, Euro Days, and I liked the song.
I don't even remember
So
how that goes anymore. Something like, oh wait, that's no, I don't. I was about
you
to.
can sing in the
No,
podcast.
I
It,
was.
it
I
won't
was
be a
about.
podcast.
I was about to go into one melody, but then I was like, wait, this is a Full Metal Alchemist melody, so I was like, that's not it.
So yeah, I'm gonna watch it. I have the tendency to watch some animes just because they have good songs.
God,
So
you missed out on that amazing Libera Me from Hell, though. That amazing
oh yeah,
rap
yeah, I
song.
like that one.
That's actually a pretty decent rap song too. Like it's pretty good. Well done.
Yeah, yeah, I like that song. But yeah, gonna watch it eventually. That's fine.
Hey, eventually, one day, maybe in 5 years or something like that.
Yeah, like it's special with mainstream series because I take extra time in watching them, like giving them space, because I don't want the stigma of a mainstream series to affect my watching of it.
And your opinion.
Yeah, because I want it based on the series, not on the people behind watching it.
I mean, I watch it because of the music and whoever made.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to watch it for. But in the right time, I'm gonna watch it. It's like in the backlog somewhere.
Somewhere far away in the distance.
Yeah. Uh, I had stuff to say. Yeah, about mainstream stuff. I don't usually agree with the audience behind mainstream stuff for anime. So it's like I don't want to be the guy who like hates stuff just because it's mainstream because, that's not fair to the series. But I have opposing opinions. Um, but it's not the opposite of what the mainstream thinks. Like for example, I watched the harem series. No, it's not. It's not actually harem. Rakudai Kishi no Calvary or something.
Oh,
And people really hate that one. People really hate that one.
yeah,
Or
I didn't mind it that much. I think it was okay-ish.
yeah, it was okay. I enjoyed it, and people either really hate it or really enjoy it.
Yeah,
But I'm like in the middle.
man, these
I
people,
don't agree with either.
all of these people are gonna really say we have shitty taste when this is over.
I'm sure most people are okay. I mean, we triggered. I think we encompassed most people who are watching, triggering them.
Well, that's great news to me.
Yeah, yeah. People want more podcasts after this one.
Oh no, that's total podcast. I mean, it's like, I mean, if anyone is still watching this and you haven't left being triggered and are angry writing in the comment box right now, I'm sorry if we triggered you. but that's just how it is. We talk about random stuff, and this is our opinions. It doesn't mean that your opinion are bad, even though it maybe is.
Uh-huh. Well, I mean, you're inclined to your own opinions, people, I guess,
Yeah.
including me.
I mean, everyone has each opinion. And I mean, if you're not inclined to your own opinion, then the world would be a pretty boring place. I mean, we don't live in a dictatorship.
Mm-hmm. 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 Well, yeah. Uh, just to tell you, we went over the 1 hour mark.
We did, but we are amazing.
Yeah.
We actually had
Yeah.
something to talk about.
Yeah.
I want to know
Yeah.
what else
You
you
know.
wrote in your notes, though.
Yeah. Now's the time to talk about Magatsuki. What you think of it? Uh, you read it first before I did, so
Well, the
you
thing
go
about
first.
Magasuki, I think Magasuki is pretty good because, for starters, it's a harem manga. That's a comedy, shonen, romance, harem manga, which I like those genres. But also because I actually like the main character because compared to most usual harem main characters, this guy actually has balls, is actually a pervert, and also he actually still knows, even though he has a harem, he still has like this one clear girl he actually likes. So it's not like he's been indecisive or anything. He actually has someone he likes. He actually are kind of perverted, so those situations that happens to him is not something like he don't know what to do with. And I mean, the girl he's in love with has a ponytail, and I like ponytails.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I like it too. What I like about him is that he seems like the a return of like the 90s harem character, a harem main character where he's really perverted, and that was really common in the early harem stuff. Um,
Yeah,
and he is pretty dense, but
I mean
what I like is that he tries to correct himself. Like he doesn't try to be dense forever, and I think that's pretty
yeah,
nice.
he's actually taking action.
Yeah. And he manages to keep his harem even though he said he already confessed to one girl, which is just amazing.
Yeah, and you know what's also great actually?
What?
This is actually probably one of those few things where it seems like that the childhood friend actually has a shot at winning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That
I actually
never
have
happens.
I actually have a soft spot for childhood friends because I feel like in a lot of harems they get the short stick even though they've been there with the main character for the
Oh
longest.
my god, I have a friend who don't like the childhood friend thingy, but I actually like the childhood friend thingy, and I always think to myself, it sucks because like, dude, the childhood friend is the person you've always been with and like knows you best and like probably most likely the best suited for you, and it never did. It's just hurts.
Uh, yeah, so I have a soft spot for childhood friends types.
Hey, at least
Um,
one thing, Danny. At least in hentai doujins, the childhood friend gets the victory most of the time. That's good.
I have to say though, one thing that is unfortunate about his situation is that he has a lot of girls by his side, but he can't masturbate.
You also have to understand, he also cannot actually let go of one of the hands.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So he definitely can't masturbate.
And he sees like their naked bodies every day, so it's like, fuck, how do you live with your boner?
I think Yasuke is just a special kind of man. You're gonna see as soon as the curse gets rid of, he's gonna have a lot of mixy times with all of his harem or his childhood friend.
Ah, I hope so.
I mean, have you read the latest chapters?
I think I caught up chapter 54 or something.
Hmm. I don't remember. What was the latest chapter? Because it seems like, from what I read from the latest one, it seems like it's nearing towards its end.
Yeah, it seemed like they were gonna I don't want to spoil it though.
Yeah,
for people
I
who are.
don't want to spoil it for anyone else too, but it definitely seems like this is gonna be like the next volume coming out is gonna be like the last volume, right?
Yeah. Well, there's two possible endings the manga could end. It could end a happy harem ending, or it could end a slightly sad ending where it's just one girl that ends up with him.
Yeah. But let's be
But I
honest.
don't want that. I don't want the second ending.
I mean, I guess I'll be slightly okay with it if it's like. I mean, he'll end up with a childhood friend then if it's a single girl ending. And then, I mean, it'll be bittersweet because you'll miss out on the other three, but at the same time, it's like at least he ended up with the thing like he actually originally planned to confess to and stuff like that, right?
Well, you just spoil it for everyone there.
Oh well, go read the manga.
Well, you just convinced some people now. Deconvinced. Oh god.
I mean, it's just like either we end Harrament or we don't end Harrament. And in the long end, I think I'll be okay with either ending, even though I would obviously prefer the Harem ending.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I would be okay, but I would be really disappointed if it didn't have the harem
Yeah.
ending.
Like
I mean,
one manga's ending I always remember that I found kind of disappointing to me was like Ichigo 100%.
oh yeah? Why?
He didn't end up with the girl I think that was like better suited for him.
The brown-haired one or the black-haired one? Or was it the ponytailed one?
No, but not the ponytailed one. But the other one, the
The
original,
other one?
yeah, the original quiet one.
Yeah, the black-haired one,
Yeah, he ended up with
uh,
I believe,
blonde-haired one.
I believe they were actually girlfriend and boyfriend for some time. I mean,
They were like they broke up like 3 times, and they got together for the last time, and then they were together.
yeah,
He was together.
and that's the problem I had with it is because they broke up so much.
Well, while I don't approve of breaking up so much
Yeah,
with the whole drama thing, I do like the blonde girl.
yeah, I didn't mind the plunk. I just like was thinking like Jesus Christ, dude, you broke up so many times. Like holy crap.
Yeah, yeah. Normally a relationship wouldn't last if they broke up so many
Yeah,
times, but
that's the problem I have with it. That's like yeah, but that's like really the only problem I had.
I mean it was just a drama-filled series, so that's kind of just eh.
I mean, something like, oh god, when speaking of drama, let's just talk about the original drama thing, this insanely drama, fucking Suzuka.
I knew you were gonna mention that.
I'm sorry, but when you talk about drama, you cannot glance over Suzuka.
I did watch that. I read it. Uh, I would say it's a guilty pleasure.
Anything by Seo Kochi is a guilty pleasure.
Yeah, yeah. The funny thing is, I found out about Suzuka because I saw this YouTube video on something, and it had this scene from Final Fantasy X, but I didn't know it was Final Fantasy X at the time. And I heard the Suzuka main theme over it for some reason. And I saw the music was from Final Fantasy X, but it wasn't.
Oh
Um,
god.
then I found it was from this anime called Suzuka, and I really liked the song, so I watched the anime. Then I read the manga. Then
Suzuka, there's no doubt though that Suzuka is like the original. Holy shit, this drama is insane.
I did like the ending. They spent like 6 chapters, like showing them that they're gonna end up happy or
Yeah.
something.
Oh
I liked
yeah, and then the oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it.
it.
The sequel. I don't want to talk about the sequel.
The Kimi ga Iru. Oh wait, do you mean like the four Koma Suzuka 2 or something?
No, the Fuka, like basically the sequel to uh Suzuka.
Which one?
It's
Fuka?
yeah, something like Fuka. I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh, I don't think I ever read that actually.
Just don't.
I did read his other work, Kimi no Iru Machi something.
I don't think that one was that horrible. It's just like got fragged on.
I would say it was just as bad, in my opinion.
I mean, in terms of drama,
I, I,
definitely.
I stopped reading that because I couldn't read it any further where he has to choose between his current girlfriend and the main girl from the beginning, and it was like
Dude, that fit.
he's gonna have to choose one of them,
Dude,
and I won't be able to handle it.
Kimi was like a roller coaster. Just holy shit.
In the beginning, it was just like this guy like this girl, but this girl like this guy, and it was just like a whole chain.
Yeah. Anyways, Danny, I need to tell you like about this Fuga thing. Do you ever plan on reading Fuga?
I don't know. I don't know if I can handle
Yeah.
another one of his works.
Okay, I'm gonna write this in the Skype chat. So podcast people, you're probably gonna hear a little silence now as I write this. So
Okay.
Fuga.
Well, you don't have to type this out. You can like say it to me, and I can just cut it out.
It's like you see that this is what he did. This is what Kochi did. This is what Kochi did. Like, do you understand how stupid it is?
Yeah, why would he do that? I'm not. I don't know. I don't know about. I don't know
It's
anymore.
fucking Seo Kochi, man. He's like, Seo Kochi gotta be like one of the greatest trolls of manga, like ever.
Does like the series end there or something? Or
No,
does it like continue
no,
with another character?
the series is still going on. It's still going now.
Maybe she gets revived, you know? Like
No,
she
no,
comes back to life.
that's not how. I don't think so.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't know about this series.
It's just, Seo Kochi is just, oh my god. He's like, he's one of those guys I can't stop reading just because I want to see what trolling he's doing next.
I mean, I'm just I don't want to talk about it this podcast because I'm gonna go on a long rant about it. But
Yeah. Let's go to
drama-ish mangas, we're gonna
yeah.
talk about that another time.
I think what we have to do is take the last note.
Oh, yeah. The last note, you wanted to mention a shout out to certain someone.
Ah, yes, that Fang. I wanted to tell Fang that he should finally go watch Chogamachi no Dandelion.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Are you gonna like advertise it a little bit? You know, make it sound
Yeah.
good?
I mean, Chogamachi Dandelion was one of the last season shows, and
Mhm.
it's a slice of life anime show
Moi.
about no,
Moi.
it's about a family of 9 siblings, and the main character is a twin-tailed Akane who
Mhm.
also lives together with her 9 siblings, as I said. But there's something special about the 9 siblings. The first thing is they are the royal family of the country,
Mhm.
and the second thing is all of them have special powers.
Well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah, it's something like born in the children of the royal family, like is royal blood, basically has special powers. So it's like one of them, like the eldest son, has the ability to teleport. The second oldest son has like the ability to make out probabilities,
Mhm.
and the youngest son basically has super strength and super stamina stuff. The eldest daughter is basically perfect memorization and something else that you'll find out later in the show.
Yeah.
The second eldest daughter can make anything she thinks of as long as she has the money for it. So she can make something that even first gets made in the future by just thinking about it.
Wow. Well,
Then
they sound OP.
yeah, the third eldest daughter, which is Akane, which is basically the main character, but that we have the most viewpoint of, Akane, has the ability to control gravity,
So
making herself weightless, and people that hold onto her weightless too.
that ain't so bad.
The fourth daughter can make 7 clones of herself.
Just her own clothes out of nowhere.
Yeah, they're clones. They're basically
Oh,
clones of her.
clones. Okay.
Clones of her that has each that's different personality and ability. And the fifth daughter basically has the ability to grant life to things, basically making things grow older or younger.
Oh, I thought it was something like um Jono's power or something.
No, no, not like that. It's more like just making stuff older and younger. And then the last one can basically talk to animals and things.
Okay. Okay.
That's the family.
Uh-huh. That sounds
And
interesting.
yeah, the show is just basically about them like handling their everyday life as the
Mm-hmm.
royal family,
Mm-hmm.
leading up to the vote for the next king.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it's them trying to do things to gather votes and support,
Mm-hmm.
while at the same time handling the whole thing that you're the royal family, and also in town there's like 2,000 cameras set up all around town.
Well, get on it, Fang.
Yeah, get on it, Fang.
You have a
I
goal?
even wrote you a review, Fang.
He did. He did. So yeah, Fang, if you're ever watching this, I don't know how. This is like 1.5 hours almost. Uh, go watch it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. I mean, that's all the points I have so far.
Man, I think we talked a long time.
Yeah, yeah. So we didn't discuss how to end this, so how are we gonna end this?
I don't know. I just know that next time I'll probably maybe sing a song for you guys. Maybe. Maybe.
Maybe,
Maybe.
maybe.
I'm not really in a whole singing mood right now, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll need to like practice before I start singing, unless you want to hear some really horrible singing.
Uh-huh. I mean, nothing can match Semi reviewing Yushiki singing.
That's true. I guess I can try singing a little bit of this song.
Okay.
Should I? Should I do that?
Uh, that would be a perfect way to end it.
Okay, well then, uh, we're gonna end this with me singing a little bit of a song then.
All right.
Let's see if I can actually do it. I might fuck up though, guys. Like I said, normally when I sing stuff, I make a little practice before I singing it. I don't just sing it on the spot.
Okay.
So let's try this. Future Kurai is interrupting here to say, I just want to see you next time for the next podcast. Leave a comment or suggestion below. If you have one for the next podcast, we might even include it. この空の輝き、君の胸に届いてる。夢見てた調べは静けさのように。君の手がまだ夢に遠くても思い出してよ優しい子誰かが君のため歌った幸せの 鼓動空の音響け高く悲しみを越えて君の目に映るものはすべて本当の世界涙さえ君をここに留めておけない降り注ぐ光の中明日を奏でて Ow